All right, welcome back to another sad edition of Auburn All the Time. I'm here with my co-host, an Auburn man that needs no introduction, Roddy Stevens.
Yo.
Man, I don't really want to even touch on last week. You know, that's dead and gone. And I just feel like it's time to move forward. With that being said, how you feeling?
Man, we gotta talk about, man, some stuff that we saw in this Texas A&M game, man.
Do we have to?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of our format. But,
Hey,
man, listen, as always, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Listen, if you like what you're seeing or hearing, hit the like button, the subscribe button, share. Please leave us a comment, man. You know, we respond to your comments, and we like comments, man, and anything we can do to get better. Let us know, man, and also click the notification button, man, when we got new material up. So yeah, man, Texas A&M, like I told you, man, good defenses expose Auburn, man. That's just on everything.
well, not just good defense. We played against some good defenses.
Yeah.
It's just that if they got a good front seven, we got issues.
That's true.
Because we don't get really no movement from the offensive line.
Right.
So,
Right.
well, it's the defense. You know, the defense itself, they held them to what? 4 field goals?
4 field goals. No offensive touchdowns were scored by either side.
Right.
Which was our defense. I mean, they played outstanding. I mean,
Right.
for what? I mean, the offense wasn't giving them anything, and so I mean, to go out there and hold a team to 12 points on the field.
Right.
I mean, you can't really ask for no more than that. I mean, I'm surprised it wasn't more than that.
Yeah.
So, of course, the defense played well, man. And I'm going to say this. I've heard some comments and seen some comments about Bo Nix, but I'm going to tell y'all this. It wasn't totally his fault.
No.
There was a lot of drop passes. There was a lot of miscues. There was 2 touchdowns missed. One in the end zone and one headed to the end zone. I mean, it clearly would have been a touchdown. So, I mean, I don't know, man. There was a lot of questions answered for me going into week 10. You still have questions. And I've always said that, I've been saying that, why do we still have questions? But a lot of that stuff was answered for me.
Right.
And I know what we got going forward. So, I mean, what you think, offensive-wise?
I mean, I don't know. It seems like with Bo Nix, if he starts off fast, he'll play fast.
Mm-hmm.
But when he starts off slow and he struggles, misses a couple of passes, he lets that reflect the rest of his game.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I like Bo Nix. Don't get me wrong, but I think he's serviceable at quarterback. He'll never live up to me the 5-star ranking that he had. But with that being said, I think you can win with him if the right personnel is around him. And the thing about it, don't kid yourself. Auburn, under the last coaching staff, did him no favors by what they left him to work with. Mm-hmm. He has no number 1 receiver. I don't even think he's got a number 2 receiver. Really. I mean, they got some serviceable guys, but he has nobody that can take the top off of defense.
Right.
He has nobody that you can beat a one-on-one coverage with the defensive back. So he's kind of in the offensive line speaks for itself.
Yeah.
We talked about that for years, but with that being said, also there's something about him that I don't think he's not a good leader. And whenever you're a quarterback, always, especially on offense, you want your quarterback to be the face of the offense.
Yeah.
And he's not a good leader. He's emotional. He lets his emotions affect his play. Mm-hmm. And I don't care. He needs to lead more by example than, running his mouth.
Right.
You lead by example. So,
right.
With that being said, I think the thing about Bo Nix, I can't really say nothing about him. I've talked bad about him at times. I don't cuss, but I cuss him in my mind. So, but with that being said, I think Auburn's really in a tricky situation with him because this could possibly be his last year there. Or what's crazy about it, since last year don't count, he could stay there 2 more years. With that being said, though, I truly believe this. If the right quarterback comes along in the transfer portal, Auburn's going to come call him. Because they know what they have with him. Mm-hmm. And they know his ceiling. So if there's a better situation that comes along for them, they'll be crazy not to look at it.
Yeah, and I agree with you. When you said a key word, they know his ceiling.
Right.
You made that phrase. that comment. And that's it, man. I mean, guys or people we know, we done got what we gonna get out of both.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't see any more. I mean, yeah, there's always improvement, but I mean, we know what we're gonna get out of Bo Nix. But at this point, this is his third year. I mean, it is what it is. He showed flashes at times, but by now, man, you should be more consistent.
Oh yeah.
In what you're doing. I have a I've been kind of preaching a little bit. And we both kind of been uh having this question. Who is Auburn's go-to guy on offense? I mean, we just don't have that person.
You do.
You know, I mean, we do,
but they're not receivers.
Exactly.
It's tight end and running backs.
But I mean, we're not wearing it out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I say, you know, I'm like this. If you can't stop it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, do it till somebody stop it. You know,
Right.
and that's just the name of the game. I mean,
Right.
everybody else does it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you got receivers catching, 10, 11 passes, 12 passes a game,
Right.
coming up with 160 yards a game and stuff like that. I mean, they're utilizing those individuals, and
Man, I don't think
I don't
Auburn's
see it.
had a 100-yard receiver since probably the second game of the season when Robinson went over 100.
right?
That's it.
And
That's
that,
really
that was against low tier talent.
Yeah.
I mean,
really that's unacceptable.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, really. But it ain't the fact that they had not had opportunities to get a 100-yard game.
Oh yeah.
I would say Kobe Hudson, as many targets as he's had, and Shedrick Jackson, if they could just consistently catch the ball, they would have.
Man. And that's the thing, man.
Right.
I mean, we just don't have any consistency, even with play calling. I mean, I can say that too, but with play calling, even with this game, I question why they abandon the run. You know what I'm saying? At times, and I was just like,
well, my thing is, I don't know if I'll say it again. I'm not the biggest Mike Bobo fan.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a good quarterback developer. I think he's solid, but really though, I can tell you now against A&M and teams like that little tall sweep, it don't work.
No,
I mean, that's not working.
No, when they got, like you said, the front seven, as quick as they are, and laterally, the way they can move laterally. Right. That stuff doesn't work.
They make it so bad. He's using sometimes he's using a 2-back set, and he's having Shiver as the lead blocker.
The smallest man out there.
Right. I mean,
hey.
I mean, what can you say about that?
He getting paid more than we.
Yeah. So, I mean, A&M, I mean, I give them credit. I mean, they won. They beat us. But with that being said, we was in the game. Mm-hmm. I mean, to the fourth quarter, really. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know. Moving right along.
I guess we need to just go.
Yeah, because we can sit up here.
Yeah, we can pick. We can knick-knack this game all we want. But so we got Mississippi State coming up.
Not gonna be easy.
They got us 5 in a hook.
Yeah,
I mean, so
that's fair.
It's fair.
Realistically should be a little more to me. But based on what happened last week, if we would have won last week, the spread probably been 10 points.
It probably would have.
But that's the nature of it.
But they got a guy by the name of Will Rogers over there at the one position.
Highest completion percentage in the league by far, 70%, if not better at times.
And you got a dang good play call over there, Mike Leach. So it's gonna be interesting.
Well, on defense, I know it's on defense. I'm not the smartest guy in the room. They run a 3-3-5. And whenever I see a 3-3-5, like what they run, my first thing is run right at them.
Run the ball.
I mean, that's not even a debate on that. Because really, with Emerson, they got 2 really good corners, too. So it ain't like, does it really matter? I mean, because they're not going to be challenged, more likely. So, they can sit back and just, I guess, I don't know.
So like you said, game plan wise, I mean, we've been saying it forever. Heavy dose of Tank and Hunter.
Well, really, against this particular front, I don't know. They say this guy's pretty multiple. They blitz a lot. To whenever you're in a situation, they run 3-3-5, and you have to blitz a lot. That's to cover up deficiencies.
Yeah. And
you got to bring pressure. But I tell you what I would do, Mike Bobo. I would hit them on the perimeter.
Yeah, you got to
Get
because
Hunter,
if they,
get Hunter and Bisbee on the perimeter, and make them secondary tackle.
Right, and you gotta take advantage of their aggressiveness.
Right.
You know, if they're gonna try to, like you said, they're gonna blitz a lot. Let's go ahead and get them on the edges.
Looking at, I mean, you think Mike Leach air raid, but I'm gonna tell you something. They still run the ball.
Oh yeah, they run the ball.
They're pretty efficient at it too. I'm gonna tell you something. They're not what I consider their air raid, but they're not a no huddle type offense. Man, they're getting like 5-10 yards. They're just methodically going down the field. And what happens? You got one-on-one coverage. Your secondary better be good tacklers in space because He's got 2 or 3 reads. He's gonna look downfield first, then middle, then underneath or in the flat to the running backs.
Right.
So somebody, more than likely, that's how come his completion percentage is so high, because unlike some quarterbacks, he gets down to his 3rd and 4th progression and he drops it off to the running back.
Right.
Something that we don't, well, we do it. Whenever we do it, we know it's coming because Shivers is in the game.
Yeah,
so
that's true. And
it's going to, man, I'm telling you, this is going to be a tough matchup. And there's a reason why Las Vegas, man, they're not crazy. They know. I mean, that's why they set the line. I mean, it's not hard to figure out. And the thing about Mississippi State, I mean, they're 5-4.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
They could have easily beat Arkansas.
Yeah.
I mean, they beat A&M before A&M got rolling. So that tells you all you need to know.
Yeah.
They're top 3 or 4 in the SEC in rush defense, even though I think
102 yards or something a game or something like that.
I know Arkansas got them for 202, but Arkansas's got a quarterback that actually runs the ball and holds on to the ball. So 11 o'clock kickoff. So
holds on to the ball.
You got that old dreaded 11 o'clock kickoff, but hey. And the good thing about it, I mean, we are playing at home, which we are a little different animal at home besides the Georgia State game. And, hey, the number one thing we need right now is recruiters. And there's going to be plenty at this game. So
yeah, we that's something that we definitely need to we need to finish this year out
strong.
The
transfer portal, which, I mean, you could probably take up to 7 guys in the transfer portal, and they need to hit on all 7 of them.
Yeah, they do.
Man, they need a quarterback if they can find one. They need offensive linemen, and they need receivers. They need a number 1 receiver bad.
Yeah.
I mean, they really do.
Yeah.
I mean, so.
I agree. I mean, I like our defense.
Yeah, I would say, I mean.
Because if you go back and look at
they've actually gotten better as the season went along. Once they got accustomed to the system that they're in.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that, with McCreary, I mean, I don't see why he wouldn't be a first-round draft pick right now.
I seen one projection today had him going 15 overall.
I believe I honestly do, because they did not throw to his side in the second half.
They knew.
Which,
I'll tell you the other thing about it, though. You got Jalen Simpson on the other side now, ahead of Pritchard, and Simpson's pretty good, too. I mean, he's not quite at that level yet, but he's getting there.
But he's getting there.
But my thing is, it took an injury, but Tennyson, the safety, he can play.
Yeah, that boy can.
He can play.
That boy.
So my thing is, with Knighton, probably still banged up a little bit, I think Puckett will be back a little bit. He's got that shoulder stinger or whatever, separation, so he'll be back. Really, I mean, realistically, though, I mean, I'm worried about Mississippi State to a certain extent just due to the fact where our mindset's at. But I've noticed, if you notice, after a loss so far under Harsin, after a loss, we actually come out and play the next game. You know what I'm saying? We don't turn it. We don't let that one loss turn into 2 losses.
Yeah.
So that's coaching to me. So obviously, to me, they're getting good coaching from across the board, way better than we have before. But at the end of the day, if you would have told me at this point in the season, I don't know, no Auburn fan, we're not satisfied, but no Auburn fan that wouldn't be, I guess, acceptable of being 6-3 right now. You would take it?
Well, I predicted they would be 7-5 for the season,
right?
And I had, I'm not going to even lie to you, I had Georgia as a loss,
right?
I had Ole Miss as a loss,
right?
I had LSU as a loss
until you actually seen them play.
Exactly, and then I had Texas A&M as a loss,
right?
And I actually had us beating Penn State.
I did too.
In the preseason, and I had Alabama as a loss, but we don't know what that's going to be yet. So
there's not.
I'm surprised, and I'm surprised, and I'm actually pleased where we at, because I feel like, I personally, I feel like we should end up 8-4.
Oh yeah, that's probably
no. I'm saying no less than 8-4.
Yeah, I would say so. But at the end of the day, these last 3 games, they could realistically win.
They can win all 3.
But also on the other hand, they can actually lose all 3.
Yeah.
So, and I would say this, going to South Carolina this week won't be easy. Because, I mean, Auburn's got more talent than these next 2 teams, obviously.
Probably be another 11 o'clock game, too.
It's already announced, 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, okay.
ESPN. So, we got that going for us. Well, not really because that favors them, but realistically, we should win just from a pure talent. Well, really, from a pure talent standpoint, we should win these next 2 games. Yeah. Then the Iron Bowl speaks for itself.
Right.
So,
it
is what it is.
We got it at the house. So yeah. You know, maybe both Knicks can go out on a high note. Or whatever. Yeah, and we still got a decent bowl game, but I kid you not, I was looking at some projections today. The good old Outback Bowl against Wisconsin again. That's exactly what we want, I guess. That's what we're used to. Yeah.
So it is what it is. Right. But I'm gonna tell you, man, there ain't really nothing else we can really say. But I'll say this about recruiting. I mean, Harsin, let's pick it up. But I'll tell you, I'll say this about recruiting. I mean, it's sad to me that not to mention his name, but there's a certain recruit right in our backyard, and he's debating between us and Florida State. Mm-hmm. And that should never be the case.
That shouldn't even be.
But I'll say this, though. With that being said, I think there's a possibility that we're going to finish strong. Mm-hmm. I really do. Mm-hmm. But I tell you, to me, reading the tea leaves, this next year, not this class, but next year's recruiting class, especially within the state of Alabama, I think we're going to hit a home run. Yeah. I can see it coming a mile away. So they're starting to lay their foundation, and people see what we're all about, and I think it's going to pay off. As long as we don't have a complete collapse down the stretch, we should be fine.
Yeah, and,
should be. And
just just the way the season ends up, and I think that's going to make a huge difference.
Right. The biggest thing in this, you got these 2 signing periods. In this early signing period, they need to get every commitment they got, which they'll have a few more commitments by then. The best thing they can do is go ahead and get all them signed early. Yeah. That way, you can the second half, the second part of
clean
up, then hit that old transfer portal. Because I got a feeling they're gonna have to use it.
So, that's a lot of teams' advantage now.
Oh yeah. And the thing about it though, it's an easy sell for us. We got playing time across the board, especially on offense. We got playing time across the board. Mm-hmm. And like I said, no knock on Bo, but if the right quarterback comes along, you got to take a look.
You got to, man.
And even if we take somebody and he wants to stay and battle it out, feel free to do it. But if not, hey, the thing about him though, don't kid yourself. I could see him going somewhere else that's got a better offensive line, a couple go-to receivers. He'll be all right.
Yeah, I truly believe it. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't doubt that in my mind, not one bit. Because it's there, but I mean, right. I don't know. We talking about Auburn.
Yeah.
But I guess moving along, man. Prediction
time. I went back and forth with mine.
Okay.
But I'm gonna stick with what I originally thought because 2 things. We're playing at home, and I truly believe Knicks is going to bounce back. But with that being said, it would not surprise me at all that he could possibly be on a short leash this week if things don't go right. Because against this team, the way they play, methodically downfield, you're not going to get many possessions, I don't think. So with that being said, if they get down early, they might be in trouble. So any signs of he's doing the same thing he did last week, I say pull him. Mm-hmm. I mean, let them look from the sideline. Maybe that last time they did it, it woke them up. So, with that being said, playing at home, I'm telling you, Bisbee, he's back to his normal form. I look for him to at least go over 100 for sure. And with that being said, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna stick to my early feel. I said 31-23 Auburn. I really feel that way because I feel like I think they'll bounce back. They're at home. Really, to be honest with you, no excuses, really. Yeah. There's no excuses. It is what it is.
31-23, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Well, great minds think alike. I just use your term.
Right.
I got old weird score.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the points with Auburn this time.
Okay.
And I see you taking the points as well.
Oh, yeah.
They 5 in the hook.
Yeah.
I got a weird score. I don't even know how they're gonna get it. I guess we're gonna Auburn to throw in a safety somewhere.
Yeah.
And Mississippi State, they're gonna. I'm gonna say this. They're gonna snap out of the back of the end zone. That's how they're gonna get it.
Okay.
Okay. So here's my weird score. And I'm taking the points.
Okay.
32-26, Auburn.
I'll take it.
So
I'll take it.
I'm taking
Well, I'm gonna tell you what's scary about that 26 for you. There's some field goals involved for Mississippi State, and they don't have a kicker. So I mean, you never know. Not unless he start going for 2 or something.
Right.
And it just mathematically.
Right. And see, that's kind of what I was leaning toward. They're gonna go for 2.
They had open tryouts this week for a kicker. You think anybody actually showed up?
I doubt it.
Okay, I don't either, because I mean, he's probably not the easiest guy to play for, especially if you're a kicker. Soccer team, are they even?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
I guess just this late in the process.
No money, you know what I'm saying? So
might give him, well, is considering how bad it is.
They might give him a stipend.
They might give him an NIL deal with Chick-fil-A or something. Anything, just whatever. He needs a guy to kick field goals, basically.
Yeah. What's they may put a name on the cowbell.
Something. Well, the thing about it though, also I kind of worry about that 26 due to the fact that if it's like 4th and 2, he's probably gonna go for it. He's not gonna want to kick a field goal this week after what happened last week. Well,
I mean, that's my scope, man. 32-20. I'm taking the points this time. I usually don't take the points.
Well, really though, I don't care as long as it's not another
32-31.
That too, as long as it's not a Tuberville Mississippi State Classic 3-2.
3-2.
We're
good. You remember that game?
Do I?
Man,
do I? And when, I kid you not. Every time we play Mississippi State, I think about.
I think about that game too,
for some reason.
I think about that game. Man, to be honest with you, I thought this lad was going to be 6-3.
Well, really,
at one point,
I mean, we did miss a field goal.
Yeah,
I mean that field goal was actually pretty big.
Exactly.
So, but yeah.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. This is an Auburn show, so we did start out on a good note. Basketball. I didn't know if you wanted to touch on that. Yeah,
I don't know if y'all can see it.
Got your
that's
an old Chris Porter jersey.
Actually, it goes back even farther than that.
Okay.
I know some of the ones that's followed basketball for. You have to follow basketball, I would say, for at least 20 years ago. Aaron Swinson.
Okay.
If I say that name, trust me, people's gonna know who I'm talking about. When I was growing up, he was my favorite player at the time out of Brunswick, Georgia.
Okay.
He was a 6'5", 6'6" underman center. But he made all SEC. And I'll never forget in the SEC tournament, he had one of the nicest putback dunks against Alabama.
Did you pull it over so they could see?
Man, there it is. That number 4.
Right there, that number 4, man.
Yeah.
But now don't sleep on my boy Chris Porter.
Oh no, he can't, man.
He had some the
LSU dunk speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Well, that being said, we're about to be in full basketball mode. Mm-hmm. Wendell Green Jr.
Wendell Green. Y'all
that's all I can tell you,
man. Keep that name in your head.
The rest speaks for itself.
Yes.
Kessler, Jabari Smith, but it all comes down to when Flanagan gets back.
Yeah.
We in good shape.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. It's looking good, man.
Yeah.
A huge win over Morehead State.
That made that won their conference last year. And made the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So that tells you
that's a quality win, man.
Yes, sir.
With
that being said,
man, look, y'all shoot us out, man. Comment, man. Hey, look, I want to give a shout out to my cousin, man. He told me he listened to the show. My cousin PJ. Look, I'm shooting you out, shouting you out or whatever. But listen, man, y'all keep continuing to listen to us, man. Hey, y'all showing us so much love, and man, we appreciate y'all. So much, man. It's just something we just like doing, man. Just sitting here talking about our team, man.
And the good thing about it, we're not in it for the likes and all that. We're not in it for nothing except for just to do it. Mm-hmm. Just do it. It don't matter what comes with it. We take it all.
Right.
So, man. I mean, it ain't about money or fortune or fame, which you won't get that anyway on YouTube. Right. But that being said, we just do it because we love Auburn football. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I love Auburn football, basketball, baseball, women's sports, you name it. I'm all in.
Yeah. Yeah, because when I first met you, man, you used to talk about
everything.
Man, you used to talk about the golf team.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that, but I was like, Bruce is a real Auburn fan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, yeah, I mean, it's what it is, man. Double A, double T, man. Auburn all the time, man. So, with that being said, man, I guess we'll sign out. What you think?
That's it. War Eagle. Till next time.
See y'all.